Today, I hold on to a rope. Jake does some fishing and a bit of driving while we journey the Wisconsin River.
Hello and welcome to Discover Wisconsin.
This is an anthem for those who look for more and never say they've seen it all. Windows down, let's take a ride. The good land's great tonight.
Behind me is the Wisconsin River. It's the longest river in the state. Years ago, people would travel the river much like we take the highway today. We're exploring several of the communities along the river's edge, starting off in Tomahawk, where they've taken water recreation to new heights.
This small Northwoods town, population 3,300, is located in Lincoln County.
All right, let's walk down, bringing those girls nice and close to shore. Let's final time around, bring them all the way up to the beach.
Our ski club is 60 years old. We have about 45 members, about 28 skiers. In our little show in Tomahawk, we've had probably 30 people go pro over those 60 years. People plan their vacations around 4th of July, especially up here in this area, and they love coming to the ski show.
And with one more flip.
It's a family sport, and they get to see stuff on the water that they get to go home and say, I'm going to try that. I saw that down there at the Quamet, so I'm going to give it a try at home.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm about to go pro anytime soon, but Keith does have an activity for me to try.
What are you gonna have me doing?
We're going to have you do some Adagio trios.
Adagio what?
Adagio trios.
What the heck's that?
Two guys on the base, they have straps on, so they can hold on to you while you're skiing on their shoulder.
It's about 55 degrees right now in August in Wisconsin. What do folks do when it's 55 out?
We go skiing.
They go water skiing. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Confession, my arms were sore for like a week after that stint. How about something a bit more low-key? I'm heading over to Changing Gears to chat with Michelle Floor about kayaking.
Changing Gears is a store that has outdoor sporting goods. We've got fishing kayaks, recreational kayaks, paddle boards. We've also got the bike end of things, so we have bike maintenance. We do shuttles for bikes and the water sports.
Michelle and I head out for a quick paddle on the river.
Tomahawk is the best place, I think, in my mind, to bike and kayak. We have so many different routes for biking. We have the Hiawatha that leads into the Bearskin. And for kayaking, we have so many different waterways, including the Wisconsin River, that people can go kayak on and have some fun.
While I head down the river on the water, Jake is pursuing a different route south.
I'm driving from Tomahawk to Merrill right now on Highway 107. I tell you, I love this drive because there's a lot of fun curves to drive around. We got the Wisconsin River kind of to our side the whole way. It's a lot of fun. I know the bikers love it, so do I. I am heading to Merrill to check out some of the great walks. Council Grounds has miles of trails, over 500 acres of this beautiful landscape all along the Wisconsin River. And hey, if you love to camp, there's 52 campsites to choose from. The council grounds connect to the Riverbend Trail, which runs to downtown Merrill, a charming small town with a lot of history.
Well, the trail right now starts at the viaduct right downtown. It's called Center Avenue. It's the main viaduct that crosses the Wisconsin downtown.
Okay.
It comes all the way out here to 64. That's about 2 miles.
Oh.
Then it will go another 2.5 miles out to the council grounds.
The paths are beautiful, and Gene inspired me to check out the historical center downtown. The museum features several exhibits, a permanent one of the lumber industry. Oh, smells like pine in here. It's cool.
Merrill was very much an industrial wood town. It made windows and doors, and the logs coming from up north often were backed up for miles on the Wisconsin River here.
Various artifacts and dioramas that give you a glimpse into the past, and the people of Merrill know how to make the past come alive.
This is a 1912 reproduction outfit. Many of the activities that Tom and I do circle around things that happened 100 years ago, so we like to look the part.
And I'm the conductor of a streetcar for the Merrill Railway and Lighting Company, punching tickets, taking coin, and running the streetcar.
Tom, this is pretty cool.
This is actually the original door from Merrill streetcar number 1. There was a lady who was emotionally attached to it because her grandmother had honeymooned in the car as a cabin in 1922. Wow. So when it went to the dump, she got her screwdriver and hammer, and she took off the door and saved the door as her personal memento of the streetcar.
I couldn't believe all the history. To Jack the streetcar riding dog with a girlfriend across town to the haunted T.B. Scott Mansion. For more on Merrill, visit us online at discoverwisconsin.com.
Merrill is a lovely Wisconsin river town, Jake, and so is our next stop. Coming up, the Stevens Point area. Welcome back to Discover Wisconsin. We're exploring the Wisconsin River in the Stevens Point area.
I am in Stevens Point right now with Abe, who is an expert fly fisherman. Can I call you that?
Sure.
I've never actually fly fished before. This is on my bucket list. What do I need to know?
We're here for a treat, Mariah. Wisconsin River is one of the best places to fly fish around. Right here in Stevens Point, all the way 190 some miles to the north. We go after smallmouth bass and muskie. And muskie is a little bit harder to catch.
But I hear technique has a lot to do with how well people do. Is that right?
Yeah, we like to take people out to learn to cast the rod first. Fly fishing isn't something you can just jump in and start doing like you could with a spinning rod. You have to learn a little bit about the casting to get the fly out away from the boat.
The river provides the perfect backdrop as you sit back, drift along, and try a few well-placed casts.
Oh! Oh God!
Step it in.
Come here, little guy.
There we go. Nice.
Woohoo! Oh yeah! Oh yeah, beginner's luck.
Getting out of the boat to take on the Green Circle, its paths going through the Schmeekley Reserve and the Sculpture Park, I meet up with John Jury, one of the founding members of the Green Circle Trail. How long is the trail, John?
Well, the trail, the circle is about 24 miles, but there's spokes and spurs, and all told in Portage County, there's about 40 miles of trail that are connected. We took maps of wetlands and corporate lands and city lands, park lands, and we made transparencies. Remember transparencies?
Way back in the day, yeah. So I remember.
And we put them together and looked, and it's like, wow, there's this shape. We could connect those. We could go all the way around the community. That's how it started.
The Green Circle Trail is a wonderful way to cover quite a bit of ground in Point, but if you're up for a choose-your-own-adventure sort of scavenger hunt, you, my friend, are gonna love Paddlequest.
Yesterday I was a gypsy, today I have allied with pirates.
Players, aka questers, choose alliances, search for totems, and challenge one another to games in order to earn points to win the trophy and become protectors of the backwaters.
Medicine Man!
Johann P. Hero, that's his character name, escorts me to Bear Island to meet the Medicine Man and complete a Paddlequest challenge. All right, advance to Medicine Man on Bear Island path.
Yatta hey! I am the Medicine Man, and you have found my path.
Medicine Man challenge, find, then act out the 4 sounds of life to advance. Laugh. Howl. Oh! Okay, not too bad. One more to go. Oh no, that's where they got me. Whistle. I'm a terrible whistler. So bad. I've never been a good whistler.
I know what you're thinking. I need a tour of the Stevens Point Brewery to wet my whistle.
The Stevens Point Brewery was founded in 1857, and we are the second oldest continuously run American-owned brewery. From the milling of the grain, to the packaging, to the shipping out of the product, it's all out of this location.
You can take a tour to see up close and personal the day-to-day operations, and then, my favorite part, of course, you sample cider, soda, or beer. Stevens Point Brewery is part of the Central Wisconsin Craft Collective with 3 other Stevens Point area breweries, a distillery, and 2 wineries. Sunset Point Winery opened its doors in 2015 in downtown Stevens Point.
The space here we designed basically from a blank canvas,
And we wanted it to really be very casual, where people could come in and it would be inviting and they can relax. So we wanted it to have a patio type feel where people would be able to relax and have that type of go-to place.
And on Wednesday nights, you can enjoy a glass of vino, then skip across the way to hear the city band on the riverfront.
Over the 125-year history on and off, the band has played at the river different times, but around 1977, the Stevens Point Junior Women's Club started a fundraising effort and they built the current band shell. So now we have this wonderful tradition of hundreds of people coming out on Wednesday evenings to enjoy a concert by the river here in this beautiful park.
Wine and music on the Wisconsin River. This is the perfect way to end the day.
What do you think of our Wisconsin River trip so far? Join me on Twitter right now. Up next, Jake takes a swing in Adams County.
Welcome back to Discover Wisconsin, where we're exploring communities along the state's longest river. Next stop, Adams County. I'm at Northern Bay in Arkdale to explore the golf course.
Here at Northern Bay, it definitely is, one of those things that people come up here and you come around the corner, it's like a little oasis. There's 7 replica holes here. So it's unique from all other golf courses in the Midwest. So when you come here, you can experience holes from famous golf courses throughout the country. Not only do you have 2 holes from Augusta, you have some from Firestone, you have some from Oakland Hills, but the fabulous 17th hole at TPC Sawgrass is one of the favorite ones that all the golfers love to come and play. You also have some really unique holes here that are not replica holes that fit into the topography here and make it really unique and a real Northwoods type feel, even though you're not really up north.
I could spend all day here, but I'm curious to see what else is along the river, like the lure on Lake Petenwell with various weekend entertainment, ranging from jet ski races to music. Their restaurant has lures on the tables, and they dish up some great food and spectacular drinks. Adams County has several boat-up venues like Carlson's Rustic Ridge, a traditional supper club with rich food and a touch of the Caribbean right outside. Adams County is home to a great winery, Fawn Creek, and it has a unique line of fruit-blended wines.
Most of our fruit wine blends, we have like the sweet ones are green apples, peaches, cranberry, raspberry, and then our dry wines, we have a couple different Rieslings. We have a drier Riesling and a semi-sweet Riesling.
It's a unique thing, though, when you're talking about the different flavors. I mean, when you look at the apple, peach, all that, it's not for everybody, but some people really get a kick out of those, don't they?
People don't know what to expect when they try these flavored wines, and then you just smell them, and you can really smell all the fruits and berries, and they try it. It's like, because it's a raspberry or an apple, whatever you're trying.
With tastings during the week, outdoor activities, and music on the deck, I know I'll be coming back. But hey, now I'm going to meet Greg Johnson, who's going to teach me a fast-growing sport, bow fishing.
Up here, there's such an array of fish that you can shoot at. A lot of places you have common carp or you have buffalo. Up here, we have a whole lot of everything. We've got dogfish, buffalo, quillback, sucker, common carp, you name it. We've got a lot of rough fish to shoot at, and it keeps everybody interested. We've been getting a lot of kids involved in the sport, and it's great. They get so excited, and unlike other methods of hunting or fishing where it's always about the unknown, you know what you're shooting at. You have a visual on all these fish. Beautiful.
Bow fishing is done at the dead of night. Greg and I set out on the river to start our search.
That's catfish, we can't shoot that one. Yeah.
See something right there.
You got it! Hey, I feel like I can call myself a bona fide bow fisherman now. And make sure you visit discoverwisconsin.com to download a free Wisconsin River Communities itinerary.
Well done, Jake. I want to try bow fishing. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, I'm taking you to Portage.
Today I am in the town where the north begins, Portage. It's nestled between the Fox and the Wisconsin rivers. By the way, this is not the Fox River, and that is not the Wisconsin River, but I am in Portage, and today I'm going to show you around.
In Portage, there are walking tours around the downtown area to show off the town's rich history. Now I'm going to get a tour from a man who lived here most of his life and loves it so much he became mayor twice.
Mariah, how are you?
Hi, good,
Great
how
to
are
see
you?
ya.
Now,
Very
here's
good.
a very historic town. There's a lot to know, a lot to learn about. What are you gonna tell me?
Well, we're talking a little bit about the Portage Canal today. You know, you've come to the third oldest city in the state of Wisconsin, and of course the canal plays a big part of that.
All right, the canal. I'm excited to see it.
All right, excellent.
Marquette and Joliet found the connection, and it started a prosperous trade period.
When they were doing their trades, they were trying to find the shortest point between A and B. And it comes so close at Portage. The Fox and the Wisconsin, their closest point is Portage. 2,700 steps. Now, when they built the canal, 2.5 miles, certainly more than 2,700 steps. But that way they could actually take and paddle their boats. They had a portage in many cases. Now, portaging a canoe that's empty, probably not such a big deal. But now you want a portage and you have that full of furs or full of grain, a whole other story.
So when they discovered the Fox and the Wisconsin came together here in Portage, it must have been like a hallelujah.
I would think certainly so, like, we're close. We can do this.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to the Tamarack.
Thank you.
Originally an old diner, it had a house built around it and is now back to its restaurant roots, serving up burgers and wood fire pizza from scratch.
We do grind our own burger daily, you know, from scratch. We do everything from scratch, basically. And then we put our little secret seasoning on top.
What's the secret seasoning? You can't tell us anything?
No.
Come
it's
on.
a secret. It's a secret.
I've got to do the jumbo bacon cheeseburger. I'm a burger
Good
kind
choice.
of gal.
Bacon cheeseburger.
While I sit here and ponder the awesomeness that is this jumbo bacon cheeseburger, Jake is actually getting ready for some fishing on the river with a quick stop at a local shop with a long-time history in the Portage area.
All right, you know, I've been told if you're going to Portage and you're gonna fish, this is the place to be. Let's find out. My name is Jake, by the way.
Jake, I'm Doug.
Hi, Doug.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too. So I'm looking to do some fishing on the Wisconsin River, looking to do some walleye fishing if I can.
Really, that's great. First off, you're going to need a rod and reel if you don't have one.
I don't.
I'm going to suggest a medium action type rod.
Okay.
If you want to catch some bass, the old beetle spin is really a great little jig. If you've got kids, you take them out there and you put one of those on. Basically, they can fish all day. They're going to catch everything and anything. You never know in our river out here what you might bring up. There's fish out there that are older than both of us, you know, and they're called sturgeon. So you come back in the fall and get a bigger rod and get ready for a fish of your lifetime.
Well, I'll tell you what, I feel like I'm in pretty good shape here. I'm ready to go start fishing now. Well, Doug not only got me hooked up with some great fishing gear, but also connected me with a great fishing guide too. And John, you're all set. We're ready to get on the boat, huh? Let's go get him. Let's do it.
When the spring walleye run is on, you might see a few boats out here, but in the summertime, you generally can have a stretch of river all to yourself.
That's nice.
There's so many species of fish, and you've got probably 20 miles of river from Lake Wisconsin to the Dells.
Yeah.
But so, you know, the opportunities for a trophy fish are there.
Well, there we go, boys. How about that, huh? We knew they were in there. We got something.
I don't know how we did it, folks, but we managed to travel from Tomahawk down to Portage in about a half hour. Pretty impressive, right? Like the river itself. Now it's your turn. Get out here and explore the Wisconsin River.